I know how to use Facebook and Twitter for my social network. How can I use these sites for a business?
Okay. So that's another good question. And we haven't touched too much upon social networking, but I've seen both Twitter and Facebook used. Generally, the most common use for a business purpose is to strengthen the brand awareness, getting the word out about if you have a personal brand or if you have a product or service that you offer, being able to keep people informed, keep your customers, keep potential customers informed about who you are, what you're doing. I've seen some examples of public speakers who Twitter about where they're traveling and use that to talk about the events that they've participated in and the topics they've discussed, sharing little tidbits of knowledge or other articles.
If I was a speaker and I had just been in Indianapolis, Indiana, I could put on my Twitter, great show in Indianapolis, headed toward Chicago tomorrow.
Yes, and you could discuss questions that you had fielded that might be relevant to your audience. On Facebook, I've seen that you've got both Facebook groups and Facebook fan pages. And the Facebook pages are a vehicle that you can use to talk about anything. It doesn't have to be a business. Same thing with the groups. The groups are generally good aggregators. So if you have a customer base that would benefit from communicating with one another or discovering one another, using a Facebook group or on LinkedIn, using a LinkedIn group to do the same thing is a way to help foster a community. If your product or service benefits from having people share how they use the product or service, or different ways that you can benefit from using the product or service, and that you want to build a community around it, those are excellent ways to use social networking.